During the worst year of my life, mission failed, and the system dumped me in this world to survive alone. To keep from starving, I battled an elderly man on the street over empty cans. I lost, and my ex saw the whole thing. I wanted nothing more than to escape, but he grabbed me and slammed me against the wall, unable to move. I could only listen as he whispered tauntingly in my ear. "Look how far you've fallen. You seemed pretty sure of yourself when you put that blade through me." My ex-boyfriend was my assignment target, and this world's greatest antagonist. Someone help me, please. When my assignment failed, the system vanished, abandoning me in this reality to survive however I could. I made it through each day selling scrap metal. Today brought good fortune. I discovered numerous empty cans that would trade for several sandwiches. I grabbed the final can from the pavement, stuffed it into my sack, and decided to locate an underpass for the night. "Hold it right there." I followed the sound and spotted an elderly gentleman with a walking stick marching toward me furiously. He gestured at my sack and bellowed, "Drop that." Bewildered, I responded, "What's the problem, sir? I gathered these cans myself." The elderly man snapped bitterly, "Yours? Every piece of scrap in this neighborhood is mine." Now I got it. He planned to rob me of my cans. I gripped my sack desperately. This represented tomorrow's sustenance. I couldn't allow him to steal it. But the gentleman fought unfairly, swinging his walking stick at my arms. I scrambled to avoid him. A hit would leave nasty bruises. His stick whiffed past my arm, missing completely. I smirked. "You'll need more training, sir." This infuriated him further. He attacked more aggressively, his walking stick coming at me repeatedly. I ducked and weaved continuously. Eventually, the elderly man exhausted himself. He dropped his walking stick, gasping angrily while pointing. See you later, sir." I bid farewell mockingly and began my victorious departure. Turning around, I crashed into someone. The impact left me, starved for hours, dizzy with rage. Without identifying the person, I exploded. "Why don't you look where you're going? Are you blind? There's obviously someone here." I massaged my aching nose, and the lack of any apology fueled my anger. Looking up to continue my tirade. "Didn't anyone teach you to say sorry when you crash into?" Seeing his features, my mind went completely blank. Sorry for what? Right? Escape? Escape immediately. I spun around and ran with everything I had, mentally cursing the system. It created this mess then fled, stranding me here. That useless thing, when I find it again, I'll force it to collect garbage for years. Make that 5 years. But after going without food and being pursued by that old man, I collapsed after just a few steps. I chose to drop down and fake death, hoping River wouldn't be insane enough to harm a dead body. "Hey there, you alright?" That voice belonged to the old man who'd fought me over cans. "Not alright. Get an ambulance." Tears filled my eyes. This old man had more compassion than I'd expected. He only wanted to gather recyclables for cash. Nothing wrong with that. I constructed an elaborate backstory. The old man had an ungrateful child who'd abandoned him, forcing him to survive on scrap collection. Today he'd encountered someone like me who showed no respect for seniors. Such shame consumed me. Despite my extensive self-criticism, I heard no emergency call being made. Peeking curiously, I watched the old man cheerfully examining my abandoned sack. This guy, my emotional investment was completely wasted. Still, I needed his assistance, pointing at my prone form. "Sir, notice me. I'm practically dying." The old man finally acknowledged me. "Relax. Your buddy's coming to help." "What buddy? Please don't let it be." Following this statement, the old man departed, cane in one hand, my sack dragging behind him. I remained there watching his retreat while River advanced steadily from nearby. I buried my face in despair. This was the end. One final attempt, I rose to flee. River seized my neck and yanked me back, shoving me against the wall forcefully. "Casey, it's been a while." Forced eye contact with him revealed the truth. Such a long separation. River looked even better. Why was my existence so pathetic? River raised my chin, moving closer, his mouth beside my ear, voice dripping with mockery. "How did you sink this low? You seemed pretty pleased with yourself when you drove that knife in." I stayed silent, internally berating the system. "Well, I asked you something." I attempted an explanation. "Suppose I said someone else actually did it? Would that convince you?" River's cold laughter preceded dragging me toward his vehicle. His laugh's meaning escaped me, as did our destination. Darkness deepened while we continued driving. I tentatively inquired, "Our destination?" River's glance carried hidden meaning, revisiting old haunts. The system's previous warning surfaced. River shows no mercy toward betrayers. Chills ran down my spine. I refused desperately. "Unnecessary. Release me anywhere. I must locate that elderly man and recover my belongings. That represents tomorrow's food budget." My entire day's labor had vanished. River chuckled quietly, producing a small package and offering it. I studied his offering suspiciously. Poison perhaps? Did he expect suicide? This thought made me shake and surrender instantly. "Sir, show mercy. I'll reveal everything." River commanded icily. "Consume everything. Refusing might bring worse consequences." Optimistically, death might return me to my original reality. Mechanically, I opened the package and began consuming its contents. Incredibly bitter. Poison should taste better, though this poison had smooth texture. River observed my suffering with satisfaction. "Keep going. One piece insufficient for death? Remarkably weak poison." Taking the next piece, I accidentally noticed the packaging. Dark chocolate explained the familiar flavor. Previously, during my low blood sugar attacks, River would slip chocolate into my mouth. Not dark varieties though, but sweeter alternatives. Upon arrival, River's old haunts reference became clear. This location housed both River and me previously, where I'd personally driven a blade into his chest. 3 months later, everything remained unchanged. But River's purpose for bringing me here? Planning identical revenge? Too late for escape now? River anticipated my thoughts and secured the door. Would he actually stab me? Could I survive a 7-story fall? A black cat appeared suddenly, rubbing against River's legs affectionately while he remained indifferent. Surprised by River keeping pets, I heard him state flatly, "You don't remember him?" River's conversational target? Me? My confusion grew when the black cat's fur bristled upon seeing me. Something more incredible followed. The cat spoke. "Host? System? You became a cat. You worthless program. Showing your face again. Finally getting what you deserve." life. Justice always wins. Haha. Exit that cat immediately. Cats are precious. I won't let you corrupt this innocent creature. My verbal assault left the system cowering silently. After cataloging every hardship the system had caused me, my voice became rough and strained. River offered water, asking, done reconnecting? Disaster. Beyond the system's feline transformation, why was the system with River? Antagonists truly are frightening. He can even capture systems.